what Ye be doing, what Ye be saying, and shit like that. And like I said, I've been in rooms with you when he was even saying like he should own his own bank, and you know what he got going on. You talk to the man personally, so you understand what he got going on,
Uh,
and shit like
well,
that.
they
Like he
throwing all kind of dumb shit out. Def Jam drops Ye, and Jeff Ye ain't been signing Def Jam shit. That's the case. That's why Donda 2 came out on the stem cell. Now, if he got an imprint deal over there, whatever, it's just distribution. He can give a fuck about that. He can get that from anywhere. He can go Empire. He can shit. Well, he can do that himself. He got enough platforms, Video. He owns that. You know what I mean? He got enough platforms to do what he want to do. Or he can just go straight to Apple and do a streaming deal with Larry Jackson. But, overall, I think he's in a good place because he owns, the actual shoe. Adidas was just a distro. They got to pay him out anyway. They still got to pay him. And now he in a position where, think about it, you couldn't go get Yeezys from Foot Locker and places like that. He in a position he could do business with them or just create his own Yeezy store. And
yeah,
what's
yeah.
bigger than that is online. Online still there. It ain't going nowhere. So, he be all right.
True facts.
Yeah, he
I
be all
think they
right.
just helped him more than they hurt him.
Yeah, because they let him out. They let him go, and they gotta pay. Even the three shows he lost, it was $6 million. He got 3 million of the six before he hit the stage. They can't request that back because they pulled out. So he made money there. His streaming has shot up through the motherfucking roof. It's up. Then he one thing about him, he got other business ventures, that's popping up.
Exactly, exactly.
Shit, so
Like so, he not even worried about like as far as
nah.
just no money or no shit. This actually helped him. Like I said, they was playing games behind his back. He got out the Gap deal already, so he knew even with saying this wild shit, he was like, oh, this was gonna help me anyway because
But
I'm gonna
Mikey,
get out
he
the deal.
told Adidas, Balenciaga, and Gap, "Fuck you," 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. But
They
this the
only
thing.
saying what they saying now because he ain't came off the fuck you.
Right, right, right. And see, Balenciaga, and this is why I'm trying to tell niggas the past 3 years, niggas been wearing Balenciaga, all the rappers and shit. That's because of him.
Because
Like
of him.
I know Little Uzi just alone has probably spent about 2 or 3 million just on Balenci the past
Yeah,
few years,
yeah.
just because of
He
Ye.
said he gonna go create their competition. You got to remember, the
Exactly.
um, the Ye is he controls the creative of the design of the shoes. Oh, I went with that nigga to one of them. I'd never go again, bro. I'll never go with that nigga to them meetings again because he is very articulate about every little bitty thing. Them shoes we wear, nigga, that is Kanye.
You
That
was in that.
nigga.
You was in that. You was in that. You was in that meeting whack when he showed them
No,
that
no, I
corner.
wasn't at that, but no. I went with one where he had designed the shoe. It was like on the fifth run. And bro, when I tell you down to the stitching, down to the spacing between the letters on the side of the Yeezys, to the type of shoelace, the thickness of the lace, nigga, the insole. And I'm sitting here looking at this nigga. I put the motherfucker on. I'm like, man, ain't nothing wrong with this motherfucker. He said, oh, shoe's horrible, whack. It's horrible. It's like half done. Get this shit right. He left the notes and left, nigga. And like that shit we wearing is him. He ain't just like putting his face to it. That's like really him. His design, what he feels it should be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I definitely know that.
so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't take it from because I'm saying that's really him. So he still has that. Like it ain't
But
nothing to
here's the
go get
thing
that
with
shit from any Jackson.
here's the thing with Balenciaga. Like Ye was never technically signed to Balenciaga. He just fucked with Balenciaga because he fucked with Demna.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
So
yeah.
no.
he
He definitely had a
he got
Balenciaga deal.
but he fucked with Demna. That's his whole reason for being over there. He don't really give a fuck about Balenciaga. He care about Demna. That's why he got Demna doing all his shit. Demna is the creative director of Balenciaga. So what Ye gonna do to circumvent all that shit? He just gonna keep fucking with Demna. Demna's not fucking with him. It's just Balenciaga. Balenciaga is owned by the Caring Group. It's not like he cares about Demna and
Yeah,
the
but Demna
designs.
can't. Demna not. That's not gonna happen. That's a conflict of interest. If that happens, that's gonna be in the
I'm gonna
shadows.
be with you. I'm gonna be real with you though.
That ain't gonna be in open.
I'm gonna be real with you though. Demna is damn near the motherfucking Kanye of the design world because niggas done cancel him so many times for designs and shit. They canceled him with the home flip
Uh-huh.
flop design. They canceled them with the, you know what I'm saying? So they be on the same track with a lot of shit. Him and them to be on the same shit.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, he'd be all right, man. You know, shit, and you know, it's
Yeah,
hard to break a mother.
he just came out and he just came out and said like, bro, I ain't lose no money. I never was. They never was paying
Oh
me.
yeah, he ain't
He
losing.
not. It's
He
hard to break a nigga that ain't broke. You know,
right.
But he just said that about Balenciaga.
And
Like,
Wack, that's what I was saying earlier that they can't do him like them and they can't do him like they did the Nick Cannons and the
no,
Noriegas because
but they didn't do
he's
Nick any
actually
kind of way. Nick won.
what
Remember,
I mean Nick
yeah, Nick won.
apologized and he had to lay low for after he
He won. They had to give him his company back and a check like
no
120
yeah he
million.
did get his shit back though
Mhm.
but you seen what was happening though
No, 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 no. He ain't gotta do that. He ain't gotta do that. He ain't doing none of that. He ain't doing that. Bro, I watched a nigga just a month ago. Somebody overseas in one of the Middle East, billion
mm-hmm.
dollars. We need you to come out here and help us design some shit. Right? A lot of shit he turned down. Like I'm just like when you in that, we know like what we see. And then there's a lot of shit we don't see that we using as him too, because a lot of shit, because of these reasons, he wants to be self-contained, right? So if he does get into something, it's not affected. You
Right.
notice you only hearing the shit that he's stepped out there with. There's a lot of shit he owns that you don't hear
Yeah,
nothing.
that
Is he still
you don't
doing the
even know
Dr.
about.
Sebi
Yeah, yeah.
documentary?
Huh?
He's still doing the Dr. Sebi documentary.
He mentioned it. With him, bro, you gotta remember, man, dude, to get on something, get off of
He
it, get back.
spurred a moment. He spurred a moment.
Yeah, that nigga be. I'm telling you, I love it because he make my brain work, nigga. My brain be overloaded in a good way because that nigga, he gonna have 5 conversations with you at the same time. You just gotta keep up,
Hey,
man.
Wack, remember like I was just telling them about the time
Watch
we was
him.
in
You
the
don't see the interviews. He
no,
do it
no,
on
we
the
see
interview.
it. No, I was just telling them about when we was just in the room. We was in the room like last week, and we was talking about. Remember, I suggested I'm like, man, Ye should own his own bank, and then you hit
I
him up,
text him.
yeah,
I
and he
text
was
him on the
like, he
spot.
don't know how, and then you hit him back and said, you got the people that know how to,
Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of bankers on my financial team. People
yeah,
that
yeah,
ran banks, VPs, presidents of banks, did all the financial side. And you know what? I believe in Atlanta. Could be wrong. It's a black. Isn't there a black owned bank in Atlanta?
yeah. I think it is, yeah, yeah.
Bank of Wyoming called me. They for sale. They like shit. We for sale right now. The
Oh,
Bank
and
of Wyoming.
he got a crib in Wyoming. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That's why they contacted me. So they for sale. They called me. It's kind of like he in a position to do what he
Whatever
want to
the
do.
fuck he want to do,
Want to
shit.
do. Shit. Nigga don't know. Nigga don't know. He been went over there, gave
It's a
Tyler
black
Perry.
owned bank in Greenwood too.
Yeah, I know. Is that in Georgia or where's that at?
Yeah, I think that's in Georgia.
Yeah. So I mean, he in position to
It's
do it.
one in
One thing I
Chicago
can
too.
say. One thing I can say, bro. Niggas say what they want. That man ain't scared to put it on the line, bro.
Oh no, and Wack, this what they don't
Say what
realize.
you want. He ain't scared to put it on
He
the
got
line.
the minister Farrakhan on his side too. That's who he been talking to. That's what niggas don't even
What?
understand.
Well, see, even wait. Even the minister retracted before too. Y'all remember when Gaddafi tried to give him that billion, and the United States told him if you touch a dime of that money, you ain't coming back into this country. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So he already go. He
I ain't gonna
he
speak
gonna
on that
do
one
it.
too much.
I listen, man. You know those that's been around, we remember, right? So, um, which I understood the United States stance on it. They blame the nigga for the murder of his son, and he vowed to get back at it. So I get it. But nah, man, it's interesting to see which way he gonna decide to go. I'm just sitting back. I'm watching the play, and seeing which way he gonna decide to go. Just let's see what happens.
I think he at the end of the day, this Ye, man. I know he gonna win. I know he gonna piss some people off. And if you don't understand it, it ain't for everybody to understand. Like I said, a lot
Oh
of us
hell no.
lot of these niggas are still stuck in the program, Whack, when they can't think outside the box. Everybody been programmed to think and act a certain way. So when niggas get to waking up and thinking the other way, yeah, they gonna try to label us as crazy or say this or that or try to shut our platforms down. I mean, that's just how they do. You know what I mean? That's just how they do. And he going against the grain. He actually got the balls to do this shit. He actually went on, like I said, the man went on Puffy Network and fucked Puff and called him a Fed on fucking on revolt,
No,
my nigga.
you
Like,
heard what I said in my clip. I'm like, come on, bro. The nigga diss Puff in front of you, old Puff shit. And nigga, you was cool with that. Like,
right.
nigga, don't come retracting, you
Yeah,
know?
but you know why Nori retired. He had got that phone call from them and they saying, nigga, you want a
Nah.
little, you gotta think about it, Wack. Nori making the most money he ever made in his career right
But
now.
this is why I think he shouldn't retract. All Nori was doing was asking some questions, and a lot of the information or the things that was said didn't even come from a Nori question. It was just Kanye talking.
Right,
I'd have been like, yo, ask him. It wasn't like Nori was gaslighting the questions, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
right,
shit
right,
that was said that they deemed to be inappropriate came from just Kanye talking. It wasn't even a question Nori asked. Nori just laying back.
right,
So that's why I was like, damn, bro, why you even feel pressure to even step out there like that? Because nigga, you was just there, technically.